I'm going to show you the exact steps on how you can grow your Shopify store to $10,000 a month consistently, and it's not as hard as you think. My name's Brendan Gillen, and I've been working in e-commerce for over 10 years for some multi-million dollar brands, and I now run my own 7-figure Shopify store. I'm a Shopify partner, I'm an e-commerce coach, and I'm on a mission to help e-commerce entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale their e-commerce businesses using the strategies I've learned in the big brands and that I'm using on my own store. E-commerce is just a game of numbers, and if we know the right numbers and how to improve them, then growing our Shopify store is super easy. So to get to $10,000 a month, we need to look at these 3 numbers. The first one is the amount of website visitors that hit your store. This is called traffic. The second one is the amount of those visitors that buy from you. This is called your conversion rate, or your CVR. And then the third one is of those visitors and of those customers, how much did they actually spend with you? This is called the average order value, AOV. Now, all these numbers can be found in your Shopify dashboard. So what is it that these numbers need to be if we want to get to $10,000 a month? Well, I've created a little calculator that you can use to work out exactly what you need yours to be. Now, it's called the e-commerce scale calculator, and it's broken up into those 3 metrics we just talked about. We've got website visitors, conversion rate, and average order value. Now, in order to get to this beautiful $10,000 a month mark, we're going to need 4,000 visitors, 2.5% conversion rate, and a $100 average order value. Now, if we break that down even further, all that is 132 visits a day and 3.3 orders per day, which is so achievable, it's not funny. However, if your store right now looks a little bit like this, say 1,000 visitors a month if you're lucky, conversion rate of 1% and 25, we can see why you're probably not doing that well. So what we want to do is we want to focus on increasing these numbers. So let's look at the first thing on how to get more visitors to your website. Website traffic is actually broken up into 3 areas. The first area is what we call paid traffic. Now, paid traffic is where we pay for our customers to get to our store. Now, it's the fastest way to get customers, but it does also cost you money, but it's definitely something that you should do. I recommend you start with Google Ads, and in particular, setting up a Google shopping campaign. Now, this is by far the best way to get traffic and to get customers, because when people are searching for a product that you offer and you can show that product to them in the search feed and they click it, then they're more likely to buy it. The cool thing about this strategy is you only pay when someone clicks the ad. So your ad could shop 1,000 times and you'll only pay when someone clicks it. The second type of paid traffic is using something like meta ads. Now, if you use meta ads, your ads are going to show across places like Instagram and Facebook. The difference with meta ads is you pay for impressions, not clicks, which means you pay when people see your ad. So the more people that see your ad, the more you pay. Now, the secret to these sort of ads is having amazing creative. We call them thumb-stopping creative. So in order for them to work really well, you need to have amazing creative. Now, I'd recommend doing both Google Ads and Meta Ads to get started. Create some amazing creative to try and get people's attention, and then make sure you have a Google shopping campaign so you can capture them when they look for you. Now, the second type of ways to get visitors is what we call owned traffic. Now, this type of traffic is a little bit slower to get customers. However, once you've got the customers in your bucket, you can continue to sell to them time and time again. We use either email marketing or social media marketing. Owned traffic is building an email list or building a social media following. To get people to join your email list, we recommend using a dedicated app. The app we recommend is called Klaviyo. If you haven't heard about it, I've got a link down below that you can use to get started for free if you haven't done it before. It's a really cool app and it's fit for purpose, and all the big e-commerce stores use it. Once you have your Klaviyo account, the first thing you need to do is start getting people into your database. And the quickest and easiest way to do that is to give them an offer. Now, we recommend presenting the offer as a pop-up on your website or a flyout on your website, or a real ninja move is create a link to your discount pop-up on your social media following. This offer is usually about 10% off your first order, or $10, depending on what you want to do. I like the dollar value, some people like the percent value. Completely up to you, test it out. Once your list starts to grow, you're gonna need to send emails regularly to them. We recommend sending at least 1 per week. Now, these emails can be anything. However, they always need to click through to your site. So you can send emails about product launches, you can send emails about your best sellers, you can send emails even about behind the scenes. They go super well. Then finally, we need to set up some email automation in Klaviyo. These are called flows. Now, there's 3 flows that you must set up. The first one is called the welcome flow, and that's the one that sends out the discount code when they fill out the pop-up on your website. The second one is called a cart abandonment flow. Now, this is the one that when someone adds something to their cart, they go to the checkout and they just don't buy for whatever reason, we can send them a reminder directly via email to come back and buy that product. And then the third one is the thank you flow. And not everyone does this, and it is a little bit of a ninja move. We thank people for shopping with us, and then we give them a referral code to either send to their friends or to buy from us again. It's a super powerful flow, and it keeps customers sticky so they keep coming back time and time again. The awesome thing about using a tool like Klaviyo is that these are all templates, and all you need to do is add your logo to it and you can get the flows up and running in no time. And then the third way that we get traffic is what we call earned traffic. This is typically SEO, where you earn links on other sites to come back to you, or you set up your website in such a way that Google ranks you high for certain keywords. Now, the best way to get ranked is to make sure that you have the keywords on your page. So we want to create great content on our product pages, and we want to regularly create blog posts. So I recommend doing one blog post a month at a minimum, and these blog posts should be about the products that you want to rank for. Not only that, you should also have a link within the blog post that links back to the product so that people don't just land on the blog post and leave. Now, SEO does take time, and it's a bit like planting a tree. You put the seed down by creating the blog post, and you just got to keep watering it over time so it grows and you can pull the fruit from it. So don't expect results straight away from SEO, but over time it will get better. So with those three strategies, paid, earned, and owned, you're going to increase your traffic to that 130 per day mark that we need for $10,000 a month. So now that we've got visitors to the store, we need to convert them into buyers. So how do we increase our conversion rates? Well, people buy based on a few reasons. And the first reason is making sure that the product that you are selling to them is a right fit for them. So we need to have really detailed product descriptions that call out the benefits of the product and the features. The second thing we need to do on the product page is have amazing images. We need to have at least 5 images of your products on the page, and they should be your front, the back, the side. We need the product in use, and we also need close-ups of the products. People need to see and be able to almost touch and feel the product to make a decision. The second reason people buy from you is they need to be able to trust you. And there's a few trust signals that we can put on our store. We add things like product reviews, warranties, refund policies. We want to make sure that people know how to contact you. So you need to have a contact support number, an email address. They basically need to know that you are a real business, you're legitimate, and you're not a scammer. And then the final way to increase your conversion rates is to make sure that your store is user-friendly. We need to focus on the mobile experience first. People shop on mobile first. If they're clicking your ad on Instagram, they're coming to your website on mobile. Now, the best way to make sure that you have a really well optimized store is to use a professional theme. Now, we recommend only using a theme that comes from the Shopify store. Those ones have all been vetted by Shopify. They're really high converting, really well designed, and they're going to do the job of increasing your conversion rates. All you need to think about is getting great product descriptions and great product photos up there. So now that people are buying, how do we get them to spend more with us? Well, the quickest and most easiest way is to sell more expensive products. Try and sell high value products that are over $100. This is going to give us great margins, and it takes the same amount of effort to sell a $100 product as it is to sell a $50 product. And I'd much prefer to sell more $100 products than having to sell lots and lots of $50 products. Now, if you can't sell high value products, what we can do is we can do bundling. So as an example, can you sell a 2-pack of the same product at a slightly lower price? So let's just say we have a $50 item. Can we sell 2 $50 items for about $90? Or if we have a $60 item, can we sell 2 $60 items for $100 to get us that $100 a month mark? In addition to that, we can create packages. Can we bundle a couple of products together to get you to that $100 mark? Do we have products that work really well together? Do we have products that are in different sizes? What is it that you can do to bundle to get you to $100? The other way is to use upsells and add-ons on the product page or in the cart. Now, I created a video that goes through the entire strategy of how to increase your average order value, and I've included the link down below. So if you want to get stuck into it, check that video out. Now, you can use Shopify apps to create add-ons and upsells and recommendations. Jump into the App Store and search for the best upsell and add-on apps, and they're going to come up with a whole heap of different options for you. Once you've installed one of those apps, I recommend putting add-ons on your product page, in your cart, and you can even do add-ons after someone has made a purchase. And it's a great way to increase your average order value. So as you can see, getting to $10,000 a month isn't actually that hard. We just need to focus on the 3 things. We need to get our visitors up to 4,000 per month, or 132 per day. We need to increase our conversion rate to 2.5%, and we need to increase our average order value to $100 a day. If you can hit all those 3 metrics, you're gonna get to your $10,000 a month on your Shopify store. Now, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, I'd love it if you could subscribe, comment down below what you liked and what you've implemented in your store. I'm gonna make more videos just like this.